Hey guys, Dan here. Yate. Good afternoon and welcome back to my channel. And today is May 17th, Saturday, and it is currently 80 degrees. And it is getting hot and it's midsummer. And we're gonna go get some water for our trees. So we are currently headed to Tostato, which is probably like 6 miles away from here. We're gonna cross this wash and then head over to that side to load up some water. So I don't know if you can see behind me, but there is the water tank. Whoa, eyes on the road. There's a water tank right behind me, and we are gonna load that 250 gallons worth of water, and we're gonna dump it on the trees, and the trees get water. And yeah, and we'll get a little tour to see how the trees are doing today. So this lady right in front of me was parked there for a while because she was trying to get this little puppy in her ride, because apparently she had adopted this dog just that day, and so they decided to let it go walk around while she was getting water, and she tried to get it. Normally, it doesn't take me that long, maybe about 15 to 20 minutes to get this 255 gallon tank full of water and then haul it back. And yeah, here, man, just kind of hanging out, waiting until it's done. Normally, this area is pretty busy. There's like vehicles here trying to get waters for their cows, for their sheep, and for their livestock, and sometimes they'll be planting water as well. So today's not so busy. I think it was at this point is when the weather started to change, because it went from extremely hot to extremely cold, and the temperature just started to drop like 10 to 15 degrees. And yeah, it got pretty cold after this. So this is where a lot of people get their water for their cows and their crops, and to their homes. And as you can see, there's a bunch of cows. It's really windy up here, and there's Bennett's Peak and Captain Tom over there. I think this is a really nice view because you kind of see everything from the top. So it's a really good view. Okay, sorry for the wind. It's a little windy out here. But got it all filled up, ready to go. I'm gonna dump some water. Get that nice and snug, so that way we're not losing any water. So yeah, and then we're heading out, or heading back, we should say. Whew. All right, so we got here. We have our water set up. Got the water going down, and I'm just gonna put it in a bucket first, and then I'm just gonna start watering it by hand for a bit, so just so that I can soak up the water, and then I'll show the process of how I get it into this container right here. Basically, I'm just hauling water to each of the new plants that I planted and just kind of dumping 5 gallons. So I'll probably do like maybe 3 or 4 of them. I think I did like 5 for each of them, because that was a lot of water. And yeah, I was just kind of working my way down, making my way downtown, walking fast. Sorry, a little voiceover moment, but I like to do these little time lapse just because it just makes it look cool. And then you can see the storm in the top part starting to form. And yeah, like at this point, I think it really got really windy. So we got the plants or the trees watered, and now I am trying to get the water in here, and I'll show you here. So I have this thing set up. I have the water. I'm letting gravity do the work and let it come down and then just flow back up. Ideally, I would like this to go up further, so that way the water that momentum can just kind of carry it in instead of loop around. I think it's gonna have a hard time right here. But let's see how far we get with this water. I truly need to get a tripod or something for my phone, and I'm going to try to do all of this YouTube with my phone. I don't know if you heard me in my video, but I'm basically letting gravity do most of the work, so that way it can funnel all that water, and you can see how the water is just kind of filling up in that section. Alright, so we have that water dripping in there, going in, you can hear it. Sloshing in there, I guess that momentum's kind of carrying that, and then as you can see right there, it's dripping. If I can find it again, right there, that water is dripping, and that one too. And then you can see right here, both of these are dripping. Look at that, and that one over there too. We are in business now. See, that water's dripping. Yoo-hoo! It's dripping on that side too. And sorry for the wind. This side is dripping as well. Look at that. It is gone. And I should probably cover these too, so that way it can cover the water or maintain the water. Alright guys, so this side's done. It's watered, it's getting watered, and I want to get some water. So I'm sure I did last week as far as like cleaning and fixing the area and what I want to do next on the other side. So stay tuned. We're gonna go get some more water. We're gonna wait until this is done and then head out to get water. Alright, looks like we got the last of the water in. I'm gonna dump out the rest because there's still some more. I'm gonna just give it to this guy here. I think this guy needs it more. Just gonna flood this bad boy. Or girl. Whatever it wants to be. So next we'll get some more water and then we'll head to the other side. Hey guys, today is Sunday, May 18th, and it's the next evening, and yeah, it is cold, I am tired, and my eyes look swollen from all the wind yesterday, but this storm is basically building up, and I tried to get as much as I could done, and yeah, that storm is really building up, and so yesterday evening I basically tried to get all the vines, the grapevines and trees kind of set up, and I had originally planted some grapevines last week, and for some reason the rabbits had gotten to it, and so I was so disappointed. And this is the rose bushes that I planted. I just wanted to see how they would do out in this high desert area, and if they would grow or if they would be drought tolerant. We'll see. This is just experiment. And this next part, I saved a little section to plant another tree, but I also planted these Navajo globe willows on each of these sections on the outside to kind of help block the wind. But also here is my, I believe this is a dwarf nectarine. Bing, 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 bing. And then I put the little gate or fencing around it so that the rabbits won't like chop it up and gnaw at it like they did to my apple tree. And next is this beautiful plum tree. I got it at Home Depot, and the poor thing looked like it was dying, and it was dried up, and then it just kind of blew all the leaves off when I took it back to here, when I drove it back, and it was sticking out of my ride. So kind of feel bad for it. Hopefully it grows, and I'm excited to see if it does. And then I put up this little fencing around chicken wire, so that way the freaking jackrabbits will stop eating my grapes or stop digging it out. And I planted this tree, I believe, and it's the tag's right there, that Forza. I don't know how to pronounce it, but basically it's supposed to kind of be cool with the flowering and help get the bees and all the bugs to kind of pollinate. And then here I have a blueberry. I know it says grape, but it's a blueberry. And I'm basically just trying to do all this voiceover because it was really windy and I couldn't record anything other than record. But I replanted this. This is the grape vine that the rabbits took out, so I replanted that one. They didn't take these two, so I just left that in there, and then I did some mulch around it and kind of covered it with a bucket, so kind of does like a greenhouse effect, and then also block the wind from kind of ripping it apart. And yeah, and I'm excited for this little section area to become a little garden area for some fruits and trees and some wind blockage from the weather like this. I just look like I'm beat, I'm tired, and it was a long day. So, and just FYI, when I left this evening, that storm like literally just started dumping on us. So grateful that that storm came last night and kind of basically helped us out with all right, so now we're going to go to the other side and then just dump off the rest of this water, and that way that those trees can have extra water. And it is currently raining, sprinkling, and I kind of wish it was more rain, but I mean, it's cold. This rain is cold, so yeah, we're gonna head on that back to the other side. All right, so we have the water going now. It's dumping into the tanks over here, and it's currently sprinkling. But I hope my trees are happy. It's like on top of us. Crazy. Alright guys, I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to get the last of this water, and next week I am going to try to set up some stuff to start planting, and I had gotten some seeds started already, so we'll see how that goes. This week hopefully they start sprouting. So yeah, I mean, if you like this stuff, like, comment, subscribe. I'm just planting here on the deserts of New Mexico on the Navajo Nation. So give me a click, give me a follow, give me a like, comment. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I'll go on it.